Facebook India MD Resigns resigns after a 6-year stint. Century-old speculation about Einstein's gravitational waves proved to be true. Google is finally pulling the plug off Picasa. Twitter performs good on revenues, but the user growth declines. And there's lots more to come. It's Sunday, February 14th, and this is the Bulletin, powered by MD India. In what continues to be a terribly horrible week for Facebook in India, the social networking giant's long-standing India head, Kirti resigned from her post. She will be moving back to the US after a long 6-year stint at that place. Announcing her decision via a Facebook post, Reddy said that she will now help Facebook find a new successor for its business in India. As for herself, she will look to explore new opportunities at the company's headquarters at Menlo Park. This move comes after Facebook received one of the rarest and first of its kind public backlash globally for its Free Basics program. The initiative, which was actually a clear violation of the basic principles of net neutrality, received a ban from telecom regulator TRAI, bringing in a rare but massive criticism for the otherwise clean image Facebook. After almost a century, Albert Einstein first put forward his theory for gravitational waves. Physicists on Thursday announced that Einstein's gravitational waves in fact do exist. Gravitational waves, in simple terms, are ripples in space-time, which propagate as waves travel outwards from the source. Einstein first predicted this phenomenon based on his theory of general relativity. Talking physics though, the concept of gravitational waves is in fact contradictory to Newton's theory of gravitation. These waves are produced when masses accelerate, which more closely relates to quantization, thus is against the infinite time explanation by Newton. US-based Laser Interferometer Gravitational Waves Observatory LIGO made the announcement about their existence just a few hours ago. The waves were first detected by the collision of two black holes. The LIGO houses the world's most sophisticated detector, and using this, scientists listened for 20,000th of a second as a binary system for black holes circled around each other. Apparently, the observed binary system which created the gravitational waves merged 1.3 billion years ago. And folks, it has finally happened. Google has realized that it defied all common sense by running two photo storing apps simultaneously, the recently launched Google Photos and the very old Picasa. And as part of that realization, Google is shutting down Picasa. If you still have photos or videos on a Picasa web album today, then the easiest way to access, modify and share the content is to log in to Google Photos and voila, all your photos and videos will already be there. However, for those of you who don't want to use Google Photos or want to access specific content such as tags, captions, or comments, Google will be creating a new place for you where you can access all of your Picasa web album data. For the desktop app users, the search giant is finally plugging off support starting March 15 this year. What that means is, for those who have already downloaded the application or choose to do so before the 15th of March this year, the application will continue to work as it does today. But Google will not be developing it further and there will be no updates. And Twitter has announced its earnings for the last quarter and it is in a good picture again. The microblogging site posted a revenue of $710 million with a non-adjusted earning of $114.6 million. That's 16 cents a share. Although Twitter reached the analyst expectations of $710 million in revenue and 12 cents a share, the age-old problem of its user base has got worse. The user base remains stalled at 320 million monthly active users, which is quite the same as the third quarter, although it is an increase from 292 million monthly active users, which was at the same period last year. Analysts had expected the user base to reach 325 million this quarter. This, however, isn't the worst part. The worst part being, if one excludes the number of SMS fast followers, people who use Twitter through SMS and don't see ads, the number has actually gone down from 307 million in the previous quarter to 305 million. The company, though, has taken steps to get more users on board, like the new homepage for logged out users. Hopefully these measures will bring in some respite, if not much, for the beleaguered social networking platform. And after a brief break of sorts, Uber is back into the money-raising business. The San Francisco-based service has raised a fresh $200 million from Russian billionaire Mikhail Friedman's Letter 1. And yes, you'll be forgiven if you consider $200 million a petty amount, for Uber has raised close to $9 billion in capital. Not much has been revealed about the investment. Therefore, it's unclear whether Letter 1's investment helped them acquire a portion of shares of Uber Technologies. Friedman, stating for a press, added that Uber is managed by efficient employees who can drive the company into becoming a major tech company of the world. To fight off competition from budget chip makers like MediaTek and others, Qualcomm has announced the launch of 3 new processors that will allow premium features on budget smartphones. All 3 processors use custom-developed technologies including camera, video, gaming, and connectivity. This allows all the new chips to support a larger bandwidth of devices. Not just this, the Snapdragon 435 and 425 are pin-compatible with each other and with the Snapdragon 430, which means that they can be substituted by each other. Also, the 3 new beasts are software compatible too. Now it's time to quickly catch up with some startup activities from the past 3 days. Freecharge has announced a new partnership with Picasa. This will help users use its digital wallet services with a varied set of offline merchants across retail, wellness, travel, entertainment, and food and beverages sector. Act on Magic, a Bangalore-based cloud management startup, has raised a fresh seed funding of Rs 85 lakhs from NetMagic's co-founder Jaibalan Subramanian. Act on Magic offers intelligent monitoring and analytics software services over cloud. It can optimize the benefits of hybrid cloud for service providers, enterprises, and their customers. Igrin Energy, a startup focused on maximizing solar energy through tech innovations, has raised an additional amount of funding from New York-based angel investor Sunil Mehta. The startup is due to launch its first commercial product, the 8-panel solar DC optimizer, shortly in India and the United States of America. The fresh funds would be geared towards supporting that launch. Affinity, a Bangalore-based social networking platform, has raised $1.2 million in a seed funding round led by a group of angel investors and founders based in Silicon Valley. Affinity allows like-minded people to meet and engage with. With its channel-specific approach, it acts as an alternate social media platform for users to focus on their interests and passion. That was it for this Sunday. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.